If you're a teacher and you have a student with a disability, disorder, or severe difficulty in a learning, social, or physical capacity, you might find yourself seeing one of these guys in your classroom. Say hello, guys. Depending where you come from, you might know them as integration aides, learning support officers, helpers, or maybe even something else. Just for now, let's call them helpers. First of all, helpers are an extension of you. Think of them as those 2 extra arms you always wanted. With a helper in your classroom, you can monitor more and teach an entire class while knowing the ones who take a little longer are getting the help they need. It's teamwork at its finest. A helper may occasionally distance themselves from a student, allowing them to figure things out on their own and request help from a teacher. This is to encourage independence and test their growing ability to problem solve. You may not know this, but a helper's job is to make themselves unneeded. The less the helper is needed, the more the helper has actually helped. Creating class activities which encourage student discussions or breaking off into smaller groups is a great way to let the helper get involved without accidentally distracting from your teaching. Don't draw attention to the student-helper relationship. This is more often than not a private and potentially embarrassing arrangement for the student. Keeping it discreet is the key to success. Remember, students want nothing more than to feel normal and included. Asking a helper to constantly stay with their assigned student can cause a resistance to help and make things much, much harder. While keeping their limitations in mind, involve the student like you would any other. Their contributions are often just as valuable. Don't expect the helper to teach the student or be able to answer all their questions. Remember when I said a helper is an extension of you? Helpers specialize in getting the student to focus, study, and absorb the lessons you teach to the best of their ability. You are still number 1. And finally, ask the Learning Support Department if you need any advice about the student or ways to cater for their learning requirements. If your schedule makes it hard to drop by, call in and they'll set aside some time for you. So next time you find out you have a helper coming to your class, get excited. Because helpers are here to help.